Let's have a big round of applause for Pat Jackson. Butterbean. Oh, that's love.
Your referee giving you pre-fight instructions earlier. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. You protect yourself at all times. Touch the gloves, go to the corner and wait for the bell.
Came in here with a 1-1 record. And across the way, Butterbean, as he's known now, in Nevada, at Buffalo Bills. And in truth, we thought that Myers outboxed Butterbean, but the Bean got a decision. And he told us this morning, and he showed evidence. Now he said, I'm going to go back to fighting the way I was in a tough man. He said, I'm really
more instinctively. If he tries to get too fundamentally oriented, which over the long haul he needs, it might hurt him in some of these fights here.
Jackson moving, and that's what you do against him. You also jab. You can't miss the Butterbean with a jab. Now, he says he's working on that a little bit. He's standing on the outside like now.
Well, he might be in that crosshair when offensive fighters try to incorporate some defense into their plan. Sometimes
wanted Pat Jackson to stand in front of him, but guess what? He's not cooperating.
Hey,
he may have had his own fight plan. Go figure. What a lucky guy.
He utilizes every inch of the ring, and he wishes it was bigger.
It is scheduled for 4. Jackson using the jab and the straight right hand getting in against.
Getting tight on his punches here.
Now Jackson is not running, he's moving. But the crowd didn't like him moving. They want to see him brawl with Butterbean. His hands full is the understatement of the decade. Crowd support.
Butterbean tried to dig the body there now. Jackson stood up there.
Nice right hand by Jackson. Well, so far in this first round, Jackson has landed, but it doesn't matter, so we'll see. It didn't matter in the scoring anyway. And there is some, I think some puffiness underneath the left eye of Butterbean. He
kept him out of our fight in Palm Springs. But Jackson is moving here, but you get the sense he better not.
Anyway, is a round in which Pat Jackson is able to box against the Bean, keep him at bay, and land some punches. I think he won it. And there is a little blood trickling also. We're in round 2. And they told Butterbean in between rounds, Murray Sutherland said, go after him, punch like a maniac like you did him.
Now if he eats something and try to land one big shot to turn the fight around.
There's the jab by Jackson. Again, that's not a hard punch to land. He holds on to Butterbean. The Bean smacks him on the back of the head.
We have a nice crowd here too.
Very good crowd. And they are into this fight. Good right by Butterbean. He may have hurt Jackson. And they're waving him on.
Jackson moving straight back. That's a right hand here. Unless he can get on that bicycle.
This fight is kind of in slow motion at this moment. There's some swelling underneath the left, not much. Bean comes in with the overhand right.
He just missed with it there, but if that punch is there a little bit later on, he will be scoring with it.
Butterbean is undefeated at 11-0. And this is the level of opponents he has primarily fought.
Well, Jackson had some effective, and has been doing something. He's not punching off it, and he's moving straight back too much.
And Butterbean's still having a hard time hitting him. He's got a look on his face, and Butterbean's like, come on. He's just kind of in a survival mode. He's not punching much. I don't think he has much on the punch. He's so tired, Jackson is about ready to fall down.
He's in a place he cannot afford to be in.
Terry Wood saying he'll take a point away from Jackson. Can't even stand up. We'll be back for round 3. I thought he was going to fall down.
Well, exactly. He is a candidate for early retirement in this fight. There's nothing left in the gas tank, and he's down to 13 punches. Butterbean up to 22. Of Jackson, which is non-existent. And he is a target. Terry Wood better be very much on top of this here, because Jackson is a candidate to go down and maybe not to fight too much.
Give a caution about that.
And he's holding the ropes for support now. And if you ever wanted to define the word reluctance, it's the face of
been throwing punches. But Jackson is just moving around, not doing much of anything. So
Well, his gas tank has betrayed him, and he's trying to skate through 6 more minutes here.
Somebody who was stationary, but there's Jackson landing right hands. Not much behind that. He just reaches out to hold on. Good body work by Butterbean. That's a good idea by him.
And the head will open up, and Jackson just wants to drape his arms around him.
His hands are down.
He would not care if he was disqualified.
No, not at this juncture. He's got nothing. I mean, he could land a right hand as he did earlier, but he just can't throw it. A little over a minute left to go here in round 3. I don't know if this will go that much. Pat Jackson is really tired. Well, there you see what you can do when you stay on the outside and throw punches against Butterbean. You can land.
Bean should try a left hook to the body, then go upstairs. Now he's uppercutting.
The interesting thing, Dave, is he hasn't really hurt Jackson that much with these punches. It's just that Jackson is tired.
Just get the hands moving. It is better than nothing, and it would give him this fight here if he continues.
Half a minute left to go in round 3. Red, white, and blue trunks is called Butterbean. The other gentleman is Pat Jackson. And this is what you would call your basic 4-round heavyweight.
Unfortunately, he walks into the best punch of the fight. At the end of the round, he's separating the fighters. And referees cannot protect themselves at all times the way fighters do it. We see the most dramatic shots he walked into. Boy, that's combat pain.
Wood got knocked down, but because Pat Jackson doesn't want to go on, and one happy guy is Terry Wood, who doesn't have to ref anymore. Well, the Bean, does he get a double knockout on this one?
He certainly should. I don't think that Terry Wood